Everyone. So yesterday, the Los Angeles Lakers played one of their best games of the season and looked absolutely incredible. And look, I say this time and time again. When the Lakers play Laker basketball and they play to the level in which we know that they are capable of playing, more times than not, it is going to lead to major success. It is going to lead to the Lakers having more wins than losses, right? But the problem has been all season is just the inconsistency, right? Like, I want to make a video so badly where I just come on and I'm just like, that's it. The Lakers are back. They are here. Let's go. Let's get it, right? And just hype up the Lakers like I did in the offseason and early on, right? I defended them. I talked my talk. But the problem is that they just, again, like these type of games, unfortunately, have been outliers rather than the norm. And yes, there is always a chance that this could be the beginning of them turning it around. Huge win over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Huge win over the Dallas Mavericks. Even 4 games ago now, you got a huge win over the Clippers. So Lakers have 3 very notable wins in their last 4 games. And it's like, okay, maybe the Lakers are riding the ship. Because look, the Lakers are going to lose games, right? Every team loses games. I don't mind if the Lakers have a bad game or if they just underperform or they have a game where they just don't show up with energy or whatever, right? Because that is part of the game of basketball. But when it's like regularly and it's like, yeah, we get a game like this against Dallas where, they put up 127 points and they're just getting out in transition. I mean, they were killing them in transition. Took care of the basketball, only had 10 turnovers, right? Rebounding the basketball well, sharing the basketball, right? 33 assists. Tell you every time the Lakers have more than 30 assists, they win, right? Anytime they have 32, 33 plus assists, Lakers win those games, right? They hit some 3-point shots, got some easy looks. They were basically getting whatever they wanted, completely dismantling the Dallas Mavericks. There were definitely things that they need to work on, right? Again, just giving up offensive rebounds. They gave up 11 of them. Free throws continue to be an issue, right? Just miscues and miscommunication. There are things that the Lakers could still improve on. But again, you look at this game, it's like D'Lo has been ridiculous, and we'll touch on him in a minute. AD, ridiculous. LeBron James has been playing more off ball the last few games, and he has been excelling at it, right? Because it's LeBron James. Nobody can stop LeBron when he's off ball. LeBron James and Steph Curry might be 2 of the greatest off ball players in history. Because anybody that's as big as LeBron isn't quick enough, and anybody that's as quick as LeBron isn't strong enough or big enough. So LeBron, you just see him just basically bump guys out of the way, get a pass, and then he's right there. And LeBron basically did LeBron things, 25, 8, and 8. It's LeBron in a nutshell, right? But then you had other guys show up. It was a team effort, right? You had Austin Reeves. Basically, everybody that played scored. The only one that didn't score was Jackson Hayes, but he only played 5 minutes. I mean, even Skylar Mays scored 2 points in the 5 minutes he played, right? This was a very solid game by all components, right? Anthony Davis is out here playing him as a playmaker has just been incredible because he's starting to get comfortable in that position, right? He's starting to figure it out because basically every team is defending him the exact same way. He gets the ball in the post, send the help, they collapse on him, and before he would get in these panic modes, panic situations. But you're seeing him this year, and he's you can see the calm, you see the composure. He gets the ball, he waits, allows them to collapse, and then kicks it out to the open man. And he's finding the cutters, he's finding the flasher in the middle, right? He's doing all kinds of stuff in just such a positive light. I mean, the dude is just, guy's averaging 7 or 8 assists a game on top of just everything else. I mean, this dude's blossoming into basically Jokic, right? It's been incredible. And he's still just doing the things that he's doing on the defensive side, 18 and 12, right? You have LeBron James and Anthony Davis playing the best basketball they have played in years, and we're still struggling. We just got back to 500. That is atrocious. This team definitely, look, I still believe that they need a trade. right? I still think I stay the course, right? Whatever trades end up coming to arise, you go get those, right? I would like an upgrade. I would like a more consistent third guy. Because, again, I just don't know if the Lakers are going to continue to play this way. If D'Lo continues to play the way he's been playing and everyone continues to play the way that they've played the last, few games, then I do think just go trim around the edges, right? Go upgrade in key positions, right? Can you go get a quality backup center and, a Dorian Finney-Smith and a Royce O'Neal? Perfect, right? Because then you can move Reeves back to the bench. You could go with a D'Lo, Royce O'Neal, Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. Now you got some three-point shooting. You have Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Taurean Prince, right? I mean, well, you probably trade Rui Hachimura in that deal, but you get my point. You'd have depth, you'd have versatility, you upgrade some shooting, right? I think the Lakers would just be in a very prime position. But that's the problem, is can they consistently do this? I can't. The fanboy in me, the diehard Laker fan, is just screaming yes, let's go, Lakers got it, we're back, baby, right? The Laker fan in me wants to overreact, right? But I say it all the time, the pendulum swing. You got to let cooler heads prevail. Can't get too high with the highs, can't get too low with the lows. It's a long season. But the problem is we've had enough of a sample size to see that the Lakers, they just can't consistently put this effort out. They can't consistently game in and game out provide this. And look, I would personally like to see Jared Vanderbilt move into the starting unit. At the end of the day, it's about the minutes he plays, which he played 26 minutes. And look, Vando looks back. I mean, he was incredible. This was his best game by far, and he was good in the Oklahoma City game, right? But he was even better in this game. He was just being so effective, moving off ball as a cutter, getting deflections, steals, and out in transition, rebounding the basketball. He had 9 rebounds with one was an offensive board, but it's not even just him being able to grab the offensive board. It's him just with the hustle plays and the kicking it out and just batting it away to give the Lakers opportunities and chances, right? And just basically being a menace. Containing and holding Kyrie, right? Containing and holding Luka. Luka and Kyrie were pedestrian in this game. And a lot of it was Jared Vanderbilt, right? A lot of it was those two guys just being hounded by Jared Vanderbilt, right? And you saw him on Kyrie. I mean, he held Kyrie to 4 of 16 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3. That's very good. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. A guy that has been just en fuego, right? So I would like to see Jared Vanderbilt move into the starting unit at some point. Taurean Prince had a rough 3-point shooting night, but he was still very good and effective. He still gave you 9 points. He wasn't settling, which I like. He was being creative. Now there is part of it that he got in early foul trouble and it kind of threw everything off for him. And he has been one of the more consistent guys for the Lakers this season as far as the 3-point shoot. I mean, he had a 2-month stretch where he was basically a lock for 3 threes, right? But I understand Darvin Ham wanting to, Taurean Prince, he's been good, right? He's a veteran. He's got a good IQ. He's savvy, right? He makes hustle plays and all that. I understand that the Lakers' biggest struggle has just been offense. They've really struggled offensively to start games. So he's kind of going with the one extreme or the other, right? Okay, well, we've been terrible offensively, so let's just lean in heavily defensively. Didn't work. This time he's trying to lean heavily offensively, which, credit Darvin Ham, he's been much better the last few games. Darvin Ham has been very, very good the last few games. He's kind of shortened the rotation, right? Went back to the starting 5 that has worked, right? Again, I want to see more of a sample size from him. I'm not ready to be Darvin Ham's a good coach because we've seen enough of a sample size showing otherwise. But we know he can be. He was excellent in the playoffs. Excellent. He was great in the Memphis series and even better in the Warriors series and just heavily outcoached Steve Kerr. So we know he's capable of doing it, and he's had games this season. But also with the timeouts and stuff, we had that sequence. It happened twice, but one really stands out to me. We're up 22, and Dallas hit back-to-back threes. And Darvin Ham immediately called the timeout. And I literally, while watching the game, was like clapping and was like, there you go, Ham, there you go. Like, I was so pumped, right? I don't mind when Darvin Ham at times will like let guys play, because you do. You want your players to play. You want your players to kind of feel and figure stuff out. You know, you don't want to burn through all your timeouts in the first quarter, right? But it's the timing of things, right? And I thought he's done a much better job lately. But the one thing that I'd like to see him eventually do is get Vanderbilt back into the starting unit. Get him back in there. I think you have enough offense, and just go with the starting five that got you to the conference finals, right? But just in general, right? D'Lo has been spectacular the last like handful of games. I mean, you could even go further than that, because I mean, he had a handful of games where he was getting minimal minutes and was still giving you in like 15 minutes, giving you like 12 points. So, but I love what we're seeing from D'Lo. But a lot of it has just been the Lakers are letting him play the point guard role, right? They're letting him be on ball more, and he's being very effective doing it. He had the most field goal attempts, and he had the most points. And it's not that like he just shot a bunch. It's not like, he shot 30 field goals and got you 30 points. No, he shot 20 and got you 29. 5 of 7 from 3, right? Took care of the basketball. He only had 1 turnover, right? Like, when you have a point guard, let your point guard play point guard. Let your point guard be on ball, right? LeBron's going to have plenty of times to handle the basketball and do LeBron things. But allow your point guard. What's the point of having a point guard if you're not going to let him do that? Luckily, the good thing with D'Lo is he's been excellent off ball, and his ability to shoot and stuff like that has been very good this year, right? And even Reeves, the last few games, like, he's been hot and cold with three-point shot, but man, if Reeves' three-point shot can just come around, and I'm not saying he has to shoot 100% from 3, he shot 2 of 2 in this game. I'm not saying he has to do that, but if he can just get back up to 40% from 3, dude, Reeves would probably be averaging like 17 to 20 a game right now, right? So, and I like that. He's kind of that extender, that secondary playmaker. He's not great at, making plays, but he's good at finding the open man, kind of getting that hockey assist, which is good. He can find the occasional cutter. But just in general, right? I really love what we're seeing from this team. Genuinely. I love what this Lakers team has done the last few games. But can they put it together on a regular basis? Can they do this game in and game out, night in and night out? If they can, then good things are on the horizon, right? But I have my reservations. I still believe the Lakers need a trade. Good thing is that the Lakers continue to play the way that they're playing right now. Then now you're not forced, and you're not in this bind where it's like, okay, like, we have to get a trade done ASAP, right? So that would be good, to where you can kind of, not have to rush into something that you maybe shouldn't have done, right? So that would be good. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think, like, yeah, look, I need more of a sample size. I need to see a little more before I'm ready to write, hey, Lakers are back? Or you kind of like, no, Lakers are back. We love what we've seen. We're going to keep going. Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos. And I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.